From Beggar to Boss, the story of a life-changing turnaround. Dear friend, have you ever felt stuck in a life you didn't choose? Ever believed you were born to lose and that nothing could change that? Listen closely to this story because it might change the way you see your life. Forever. In a shadowy corner of a bustling train station, there sat a man with a weary face and empty eyes. He was a beggar surviving on scraps and coins from passing travelers. One hot morning, while shuffling through the crowd, he spotted a tall man in a crisp suit stepping off a first-class train car. He must be wealthy, the beggar thought. If I ask him, surely he'll give me something. He approached, hand outstretched. Please, sir, spare some change. The man stopped, looked directly into his eyes, not with disgust, but with challenge. You always ask from others, but have you ever given anything to anyone? The beggar froze, confused. Sir, I have nothing. I'm just a beggar. I have nothing to give. The man smiled gently. If you have nothing to give, then you have no right to ask. This world works on exchange. Only when you give will you truly receive. And with that, he boarded the train and vanished. That night the beggar couldn't sleep. The man's words echoed like thunder in his mind. Give? What could I possibly give? I have nothing but rags and emptiness. The next day passed, then another. Still no answer. Until one morning the sun hit a cluster of wildflowers blooming beside the tracks. He paused. For the first time in years he noticed beauty. And then, an idea struck him like lightning. What if I give them flowers? From that day forward, every time someone gave him money, he offered them a flower in return. At first, people were surprised. Then, they smiled. Some even came back not out of pity, but out of appreciation. One flower, one smile at a time, he began to change. He started saving, bought seeds, planted more flowers near the station. Eventually, he stopped begging and began selling flowers. One day, the same train stopped again, and the same tall man stepped off. The former beggar, now neatly dressed, confident, walked up to him with a bouquet in hand. Sir, today I'm not asking, I'm offering. Would you like to buy some flowers? The man smiled wide. Wonderful. You've finally understood the rule of life. The man handed him money and took the flowers with pride. The flower seller bowed, not in shame but in deep gratitude. Thank you. One sentence from you changed my entire life. Two men sat across from each other in a premium train carriage. One of them looked closely and said, You look familiar? Have we met? The other man smiled gently. Yes, twice actually. Once you refused to give me money. The second time you bought a flower from me. Today, I run a successful flower business in 3 cities. That's incredible. I can hardly believe it. Believe it, because I once didn't believe in myself either. You may start with nothing. You may feel invisible, powerless, forgotten. But if you change the way you think, you change everything. Success isn't about circumstances, it's about perspective. And when you stop seeing yourself as a victim and start seeing yourself as capable, that's when the world begins to change with you. You're not the product of fate. You're the architect of your own future. If this story touched your heart, leave a like and consider subscribing. You're not just supporting me, you're supporting stories that inspire real transformation. Until next time, live, give, grow.